is an interesting LLE for a couple of reasons. Number one, we don't often think about combusting metals, do we? I mean, if we're going to burn something, we don't often think, well, there's some metal over there. Let's start a fire. But some metals, magnesium being one of them, is extremely reactive, and as such will literally combust. Now, as you take a look at this, it doesn't look very metallic-y, does it? It doesn't look very metallic-y because it has corroded due to its exposure to the atmosphere. And so it has some corrosion on it. And what I'm going to do is just take this knife and scrape the surface of it a little bit. And see if you can tell the difference once I scrape it. You know, what we'll do, so that all of you can get a look, I'll fire up the dog cam real quick. And suppose we'll fire up the lights. So at first, and we'll zoom in, and we will bring up the brightness. Alright, so you see, not all that bright yet. Some places where I've scratched it, it's gotten a little brighter. But you can tell that as I scrape it,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good metallic luster there now, doesn't it? All right. So, luckily for us, magnesium metal doesn't spontaneously combust in air. It requires a little activation energy. And, oops. What I want you to think about now is, as I do this chemical reaction, what I really want you to think about is, as this is happening, what is the chemical reaction on a molecular level occurring? That's a pretty, where'd everybody go? That's a pretty energetic reaction. Would you not agree? Quite energetic. I'll do that one more time. Now, realize your goal here is to hypothesize what the mass of the product here is. And by product, I don't just mean necessarily what's in the dish, because it turns out we're losing some of the mass of the product because it's so energetic that some of the product is volatilized and vaporized. Okay? But what I mean is the total mass of the product of this reaction, what would it be compared to the mass of the magnesium I'm starting with? I'm going to do this one more time. Oops. I think we can turn off the lights pretty easily and probably work by this one little lamp that we have going on here. For a while, anyway. Yeah, until we run out of magnesium. Now, I'm going to put this on a dock cam and show you what the product looks like. Now there's still some unburnt magnesium, but for the most part, it's been combusted. You'll notice that the product is what? It looks like ash. It looks like ashes, yes, you're right. I want you to also hypothesize so in addition to the hypothesis, what will the mass of the product be compared to the mass of the magnesium originally started? I want you to think of what is